limits, making magic with my family. All together now, look what we can do. We're unstoppable, that's the truth. Look what we can do, making history with my YouTube family. Started out solo in my room, scrolling through feeds, feeling so small. Thought I had it all figured out, till the walls started closing in, y'all. Trying to make it on my own, but something was missing, didn't know what for. Every like felt hollow, each view just faded. Something real was calling, time to level up. No faking the form, is Travel&Foodz. Look what we can do. Look what we can do. When we got each other's back, it's true. Look what we can do. Look what we can do. Breaking limits, making magic with my YT family. Found my people in unexpected ways. Gaming, Discord, random coffee shops. Now we're building something real, more than hashtags and profile drops. Never knew I had it in me, till they showed me what I could be. Every win we're sharing, each fall we're catching. This vibe we're creating got me finally matching. Look what we can do, look what we can do. Look what we can do. When we got each other's back, it's true. Look what we can do. Look what we can do. Breaking limits, making magic with my YT. Break it down from the ground up. Live streams turned into meetups, now we're showing up. Every day and night, someone's cooking up a storm, while another's fixing everything that keeps our dreams transformed. Got Travel&Foodz in the corner, dropping fresh travels and food ideas, while the music makers beats keep us all in line. Different skills but same vision, that's what makes us strong. Been apart without connection, now we all belong. Took together. Look what we can do. When we got each other's back, it's true. Look what we can do. We can do anything. Breaking limits, making magic with my family. All together now, look what we can do. We're unstoppable, that's the truth. Look what we can do, making history with my YouTube family. Started out solo in my room, scrolling through feeds, feeling so small. Thought I had it all figured out, till the walls started closing in, y'all. Trying to make it on my own, but something was missing, didn't know what for. Every like felt hollow, each view just faded. Something real was calling, time to level up. No faking the form, is Travel&Foodz. Look what we can do. Look what we can do. When we got each other's back, it's true. Look what we can do. Look what we can do. Breaking limits, making magic with my YT family. Found my people in unexpected ways. Gaming, Discord, random coffee shops. Now we're building something real, more than hashtags and profile drops. Never knew I had it in me, till they showed me what I could be. Every win we're sharing, each fall we're catching. This vibe we're creating got me finally matching. Look what we can do, look what we can do. Look what we can do when we got each other's back, it's true. Look what we can do, look what we can do. Breaking limits, making magic with my YT.
Break it down from the ground up. Live streams turned into meetups, now we're showing up. Every day and night, someone's cooking up a storm, while another's fixing everything that keeps our dreams transformed. Got Travel&Foodz in the corner, dropping fresh travels and food ideas, while the music makers beats keep us all in line. Different skills but same vision, that's what makes us strong. Been apart without connection, now we all belong. Took together. Look what we can do when we got each other's back, it's true. Look what we can do anything. Breaking limits, making magic with my family. All together now, look what we can do. We're unstoppable, that's the truth. Look what we can do, making history with my YouTube family.
Started out solo in my room, scrolling through feeds, feeling so small. Thought I had it all figured out, till the walls started closing in, y'all. Trying to make it on my own, but something was missing, didn't know what for. Every like felt hollow, each view just faded. Something real was calling, time to level up. No faking the form, is Travel&Foodz. Look what we can do. Look what we can do when we got each other's back, it's true. Look what we can do. Look what we can do. Breaking limits, making magic with my YT family. Found my people in unexpected ways. Gaming, Discord, random coffee shops. Now we're building something real, more than hashtags and profile drops. Never knew I had it in me, till they showed me what I could be. Every win we're sharing, each fall we're catching. This vibe we're creating got me finally matching. Look what we can do, look what we can do. Look what we can do when we got each other's back, it's true. Look what we can do. Look what we can do. Breaking limits, making magic with my YT.
Break it down from the ground up. Live streams turned into meetups, now we're showing up. Every day and night, someone's cooking up a storm, while another's fixing everything that keeps our dreams transformed. Got Travel&Foodz in the corner, dropping fresh travels and food ideas, while the music makers beats keep us all in line. Different skills but same vision, that's what makes us strong. Been apart without connection, now we all belong. Took together. Look what we can do when we got each other's back,
Hi. Uh, Sorry, maybe you can reduce the sound of music. And then I think your mic is muted because I could not hear you. I cannot hear you.
Hapo vipi?
Poa,
I hope
poa, poa.
you are getting
Yeah,
me now.
now I can
Okay.
hear you.
How are you doing?
I'm good, thanks. How about you?
I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. Long time. Long time.
I'm telling you, hey,
Started out solo,
it's
now
not been easy.
scrolling through feeds,
Yes.
feeling so
Yeah,
small. Thought I had it
I
all
have
figured out
postponed, but
till the
today
walls
here we
started
are.
closing in.
Yeah. Today's
Trying to
today.
make it
So
on
they
my
say.
own. Something was missing, didn't know
So how was your day?
before.
My day was fine.
Every light felt hollow.
Tumemaliza tu job. Tumeingia home.
Something
Ah,
real was
today you are
calling.
early, yeah?
Time to level up. No
Yeah, I
fear in
had
the
to come early
forest.
because of
Travel and
this.
foods. Look what we can do.
I'm happy to see you.
Yeah. Thank you
Thank you
so
for
much.
having me.
Got each
Yeah.
other's
Tumekumiss.
Uh,
back.
Tumekumiss.
It's true.
Maybe, yeah.
Yes.
The
Yes.
job has been really taking a lot of my time and all that. I hope it's not so noisy from my end.
Magic with my YT family.
I'm hoping it's not so noisy.
No. It's not noisy. It's okay. It's okay.
Found my people in
I was about to
unexpected
ask you the same
ways.
question. How
Gaming
are you
Discord,
getting me
random
cleared from your
coffee
side?
shops. Now we're
Yeah, but
building
you
something
probably need to
real.
reduce
More than
the volume of the
hashtags and
music.
profile
The
drops.
music, okay.
Never knew
But it's
I
a
had
beautiful
it
song.
in me till they showed me what I could be. Every win we're sharing, each fall
There
Uh,
we
a
have it.
yeah, I think
Uh,
that is good.
creating.
Um,
yes.
Finally,
yeah, you-
look what we
Thank you for having me. I'm happy to be here. It's becoming home. Your channel is becoming home. Another day, Helen was telling me she was searching and she was searching my name and she find she was searching my name and she finds your videos or something. I don't know if you were there.
break it down from the ground up. Live streams turned into meetups. Now we're showing up every day and night.
Did
Okay.
you hear me?
Cooking up a storm
I
while
don't
another's fixing everything that keeps our dreams transformed. Got travel and foods in the corner, dropping fresh travels and food ideas. While
I'm
we
hoping my connection is
fall
okay.
in line. Different skills, but same vision. That's what makes us strong. Been apart without connection. Now we all belong together. Look what we can do when we got each other's back.
Can you hear me?
Look what we can do. We can do anything. Breaking limits.
And I cannot see chat, so I don't know what's going on. Because from my end, I think looks like our host is frozen. So then, thank you so much for joining this live, and for those who will be watching it later, big thanks. I hope this video will be of some importance. I hope you will learn something from this video. So, Travel and Food, I'm waiting for you because I depend on you to start the topic. I'm not sure what's happening. I'm not sure what's happening, but we're going to be talking about the cultural shocks of different countries. At the moment, I'm coming to you from the Sultanate of Oman. That is one of the seven Gulf countries. No, not seven Gulf countries. The seven GCC countries in Gulf Cooperative Council. Yeah, something of such. So, travel and food, I'm waiting for you. And I don't know how to use stream yet, so I cannot DM you using the same gadget. So I'm waiting for you.
I'm back. Yeah,
Yeah,
my
you
internet
called.
was
I don't know
acting.
what happened.
I was trying. Yeah, yeah. I was trying to restore it. It disappeared midway. But I'm happy I'm back. I hope it
Yeah,
will. It's not going to go away again.
yeah, hopefully it doesn't go. And I don't know how to use StreamYard when I'm guest, so I don't even know if we have chats. But maybe we can start. You can check if you have chats. Then we start. We go straight to the because my job is crazy. Any moment I can, you know.
Yeah, yeah. I know. You're working under tight schedule.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, I was trying to connect na this stream, but yeah, pia hii ikanichapa. So I had to
StreamYard.
stream yeah. Yeah, ikanichapa, so I had to come back here.
It's all right.
Uh, nilikuwa nakuuliza ukoaje huko, how is it going?
Pambana na hali tu.
Yeah,
Yeah,
pambana na hali. Wajua ni maisha, we have to pambana.
I'm telling you. How about you? Unaendeleaje?
Yeah, yes. Mimi niko poa. Hivyo hivyo tunapambana pambana.
Ndio hivyo.
Yes. We were planning to have this conversation for a long time, and finally we are here now. Uh,
The last time we were so ready for it, and then boom.
yeah, mambo ikakuwa mbaya. So far, food, culture, shock. I know it's a big word, and somehow I don't know how to explain, but by the look of the thing from my side is like that shock you get when you travel outside and you don't know what you want to do, new food, new people, new culture, and you are not prepared. So how do you deal with that from your side?
Okay, they say when you go to Rome, you do what Romans do, right? So you just set your mind. You just set your mind to accept things that will come your way. You prepare yourself psychologically
Yeah,
that you are going to be facing new things, new people, new environment, crazy weather. Like now, it's very, very hot. You can hear from my end there is a fan. That's
okay.
too hot.
uh
Actually, it's very hot that uh, later on they will notify us about tomorrow. And normally they write severe heat. It feels like 46. 46 is very, very high. 46 degrees Celsius.
yeah, 46. At some point we were at 36 and it was so hot. Thank God, nowadays we don't have that. We don't have that experience of high temperatures.
Yeah. Here it's
Tuko sawa, tuko weather Nairobi,
wait,
as
wait,
in
wait, wait.
vile wanasema.
Here it's crazy. It's very,
Yes,
very,
yes.
very hot. Imagine you remember last time when Nate was showing us cooking eggs outside on the heat. It happened.
Yeah. I remember.
It happened. It's that hot. You cannot.
So unatembea na maji.
Yeah, all the time, all the time, all the time. See? Straight from the
Oh, okay.
freezer, from the freezer.
The other day, my friend was telling me like it's so hot. When you walk outside, you have to soak your a towel
Yes,
as you walk around.
it's very, very hot. Just a minute.
Yeah, back to our topic. I don't know. Can you describe for us what is food culture shock? I was trying to find words, but I'm sort of words somehow. So I don't know what you are getting me from your side, guys. Welcome back to our channel. My channel name is Travel and Food, and my name is Pethuel. Let me take this opportunity also to welcome you back. And today we want to talk about food culture shock. That experience you get when you are traveling outside of your comfort zone. That is what we want to discuss today with my sister. And has disappeared from the screen. I don't know what's happening from her side, but I hope she can hear me clearly from there. So, what's food culture shock? Uh, Basically, I can describe it as that experience you get when you go outside of your comfort zone and you find different things. The way people do their things is so different from what or how you normally do it, and that is what we call culture shock. And today we wanted to talk about food culture shock. Food culture shock, uh, that reaction you get when you taste a different food, or how prepared you are when you're feasting other uh, other places outside from your place. Guys, in the comment section, let me know where you are watching me from, and you can share your comments on the comments, or you can post your questions as we go forward. You can post your questions as we move forward. What did you like to know, and what was your first reaction when you traveled outside of your comfort zone or outside of your country? How do you react? Or it's not only outside your country. You can go outside of your culture. As in Kenya, we have so many tribes. When you move from one tribe to another, you face another tribe. How do you feel when you see and experience their culture? How prepared are you go out there? Is your fear? Let me know on the comment section, and on the chat. Kindly know where you are watching. Let me know where you are watching me from. As I said, I am Pethuel, and this is Travel and Food. And today's topic, we are talking about food culture shock.
Started out solo in my room, scrolling through feeds, feeling so small. Thought I had it all figured out, till the walls started closing in, y'all. Trying to make it on my own, but something was missing, didn't know what for. Every light felt hollow, each view just faded. Something real was calling, time to level up. No faking the form, is Travel&Foodz. Look what we can do. Look what we can do when we Found my people in unexpected ways. Gaming Discord, random coffee shops. Now we're building something real, more than hashtags and profile drops. Never knew I had it in me, till they showed me what I could be. Every win we're sharing, each fall we're catching. This vibe we're creating, got me finally matching. Look what we can do, look what we can do. Look what we can do when we got each other's back, it's true. Look what we can do. Look what we can do. Breaking limits, making magic with my YT. Break it down from the ground up. Live streams turned into meetups, now we're showing up. Every day and night, someone's cooking up a storm while another's fixing everything that keeps our dreams.
Oh, sorry. I was muted. Sorry for that. Thank you so much for gifting me a membership. And in today's live stream, we were talking about culture shock, and I had a guest. It's Anne Mwaura, coming from Oman. Something happened and she disappeared. I hope she will come back. Sunship Soil, how are you? How are you, brother? I hope you are doing great from your side. I hope you are doing great for from your side. Be okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for always coming to support me. Helen, how are you? How are you doing? I hope you are doing great from Nairobi. How are you doing? I hope you are doing great from Nairobi. There's a link on the chat. You can come up if you want to share your experience. You can come up and share your experience, because we were talking about culture shock. How prepared were you when you first went outside of your comfort zone? Or what measures do you do, and how do you deal with culture shock? Ellen is saying good evening to Sunship, and POK is also greeting Helen. How are you doing? I hope you are doing great from your end. We have been away, and now we are back. And I was planning to have a series of live stream where we can share such a topic as today's. There is a link on the chat. You can come up if you want to share your experience and how did you deal with cousin Helen, greeting from Sunship Soil. I know is very updated with current affairs. You know, in Kenya, everyone today is a cousin. So whenever you find a Kenyan, you just say hi cousin, and that is how politics have done us justice. It has brought us together. We are all related in one way or the other. So I was trying to explain what is food culture shock. I can describe it as that unfamiliar taste and texture, a different culture and custom, and a new eating habits. That is some of the things that describes culture shock. For culture shock to happen, you have to suddenly experience that flavor or texture and that hitting habits or style that is different or completely different from your own. That's when that culture shock will happen. Pressing citizenship. Chances you can come up and let us share with you what culture shock did you experience once you landed in the US from Kenya. You can come up and let us share. POK is saying, let me finish up at the work situation. I will come up in a moment, my friend. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Just finish whatever you are doing and come up. We can have a chat and share. Okay, okay, okay.
Trying to make it on my own, but something was missing, didn't know what for. Every light felt hollow, each view just faded. Something real was
If it's your first time here, guys, take a moment or two to subscribe, share this live stream, and also don't forget to like this live stream. And in the comment section, I'd like to get your question. Just let me have your comment or question and tell us how did you experience your first culture shock. Uh, like they say, if you are in Kenya and you happen to travel to other counties, especially at the Masai land, you'll be shocked because some of the food they take there, you may not want to take it, but for adventure and experience, you will like to test that. That culture shock is what I want us to discuss. What did you or what was your experience when you first traveled outside of your comfort zone or outside of your home? Helen, welcome to my live stream. Helen, how are you?
I'm good.
You're nice. Yeah. Your face is growing. I don't know.
Thank you.
It's a fun.
I've never used Restream, so I don't know where I am. Where I am even. Can you see me? I don't
I
even
can
know
see
where
you.
I
I
am.
can see you. I can see you clearly. You know, I was trying to set up a stream yard, but I had some challenges. That's why I decided to come over and use the stream instead.
Hmm?
But I'm getting you clearly, and
Okay.
your
Can
face
you
is
see
clear
me?
today.
Okay. I was trying to mute the voice over here and set up. I just clicked the link when I'm not like set, and then there'll be some background noise because of the babies. I think I had tried to explain to you within the weekdays their dad takes time to come. So it becomes tough
Uh,
for me to be online as much unless maybe now the babies are just calm or maybe they can give me that space too. Yeah, but if they make a lot of noise, I might mute or drop, but at least for that short time, we can say one, two, three.
okay, you are most welcome. And I think babies are not a bother. We can hear you clearly, and it's normal. You know, we are parents, and it's only natural that we have babies that cry around us each day.
Yeah. Mm.
Yes, our topic, as you have already known, is about food culture shock, and I was trying to ask, have you ever experienced a culture shock? And you can tell us how was that experience like?
Mm. Well, of course, yes. That is the first thing I would say. And It is not like away, far away from home, but it's just in within. But now the a bit twist in the continent because I've grown my entire life. I've grown in western part of Kenya. I am a Luya. So I've grown in western part of Kenya for my whole life till 2014 is when I shifted from western Kenya to now the central Kenya. And I think from 2014 I've been here till now. So it's been 11 years in central Kenya. So for the last like 18 years, I've grown and been raised in western Kenya. So like in western Kenya, we are used. Yeah, I'm sorry for that. So in western Kenya, I don't know if I would say it's me, but let me talk on my behalf to be specific. Thank you, be okay. To be specific on my behalf, we have grown, especially with feeding on greens that Stephen also always called them weeds. So you are used to those very healthy vegetables that are grown, and most of these vegetables from our side are, how will I say, they are natural. They even grow by themselves. You see something like black nightshade, that is the anagu. Something like terere, that is the amaranth leaves. Sometimes they naturally grow by themselves, So we are used to such vegetables, and there is a way you will prepare those vegetables and get that taste that you are used to. So now I am from Western Kenya, and then I come to Central. And most of these spaces, these people have leased lands. They are not like staying in their original homes. They have farms, but not all of them stay in their original homes. So you will get to have a few foods from this side that are originally from the farm directly, So you will end up getting most foods are grown in these areas, and these people feed their vegetables with manure, which are these how do we call them? These manure that we buy, not the organic one. No, the organic ones are those ones from the cow. You just get them from the cow direct, and you go put them somewhere. The home organic one. I don't know.
Compost manure.
Yeah, that one, those compost manure. But now these ones are this manure that we purchase in stacks. Those ones, this one, the those the DAP, CNA, and all those ones.
Yes.
So they grow there, and then I feel like they lose the taste because I'm used to that taste from Western side. And now I am feeling the other taste, and I'm like, is it really? But okay, that is not like the real culture shock. The very thing that shook me is when I experienced that this my friend cook nduma arrowroot with potatoes. I've never thought of such a thing. I never knew these two things can be mixed. Literally, like, I never knew that these things could be mixed.
Sorry about that.
Sorry, guys, I never knew this. I never knew these things could be mixed, and I remember, that thing that you feel when you get something new, when you learn something new. So I was very happy, and you guys, I know very well, those arrowroots from Western Kenya. They are a bit hard. So when you boil them, you eat them like something, but very tasty, so nice. I know you understand what I mean. But now these are arrowroots that within like 20 minutes, food is ready, very soft, and you are like, okay. So this is what happened. I am in college, I have experienced that, and I'm like, that I feel like I need to go and do this at home. Let me tell you, my people, hey, I boiled those arrowroots for 30 minutes. They are still hard. The Irish potatoes are already done, like they have already, they have like literally mashed themselves. Very soft. It's now like they're trying now to turn like porridge. But now my arrowroots are still looking at me, and I'm like, yo, and you know that happiness where you are telling people, you wait, I am going to prepare for you a meal. Hey, it was
Especially
drama after drama. So that was one. And then I also the ugali thing. You walk around and every day people are eating rice. And I'm like, rice is like a snack to some of us. Why are you people eating rice on daily basis? And then now I come with time, you get used to it, because for me, I'm used to ugali. We can eat ugali like lunchtime, evening, today, tomorrow, next day. From Monday
yeah,
to Monday, you are eating ugali, like, and you are just used to it, because you just change the vegetables, and also like something like meat and all that. Maybe like for me in Western side, you could find that the most thing we could eat a lot, fish, not really so much meat, because at Western side meat is a bit expensive, because the cows that are reared there, they are those cows that are
yeah,
of gene, but I don't know. I'm not an agriculturist also. So there are those hybrid cows. Yes. So we used to eat fish a lot. For us, we have grown up using eating fish a lot. So you come on this side and you are like, okay, where is Kisiagi? Where are we going to get the maize and go Siaga so that we can get the ugali that we are used to? Because even when you buy that packet, when you buy that Chelsea, when you buy that packet flour, it is like, hey, this one I'm going to use a lot so that I can get full. So it is just, I don't know how to say about it, but for me, food was the hardest thing to cope up with. Was the
yeah,
hardest. Was really
yeah,
the hardest, because these are two counties that do absolutely very different things.
different culture, yeah, different,
Uh,
very different cultures.
yeah.
Yeah, I've already I experienced such when I traveled to Pusia. I come from Kisii, and I went to Pusia, and they gave us the brown ugali, not the one we used to. At home we cook brown ugali, but purely windy. But there's we had some sorghum inside, so the taste was so different, and the texture was so different. So I was like, what kind of ugali is this? You know? And talk about the thing. Western people use dede and those termite. Are they
Mm-hmm.
termites?
Yeah, yeah. Mm.
Those rain insects that come out. You know,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
at home we eat them, but I've never tasted dede before. So how do you did you get that? Have you ever tried to get that?
A lot. Those are some of the things we have grown eating. Like the termites, the ones like the other day that caused trouble in Kenya, and everybody was talking about them. Oh, termites,
Okay.
not really termites. Leave alone the termites. What are these? The whatever you are calling the ones.
Yeah.
We could grab, you
Grasshoppers.
catch them, and then you just, it's like nikufanya nini kuchoma, just smoke them over the fire. Now unakula, and you couldn't feel like right now. If I think of it was me who was eating it, I will feel bad. But for me, like right now, the white termites, we still eat them. I will still eat them. Imagine. Though I fear these ones from this side because I'm not really sure if they are real ones.
Yeah,
Unless unless I
I
get
was
them from Western Kenya, I cannot eat those ones. Like you see, you go to the supermarket and you find they are selling. So I'm not really sure about them, but I have eaten them a lot, and I still eat them.
so you prefer your own termite from the village?
Yes,
No, they will.
yes. So many things. So many
Okay.
things. I still prefer them from home.
Yeah, yeah. That's the kind of feeling I wanted to you to express. How do you feel like? Do you miss home? Like if I was home, I could have done this or this or this. You know.
Hmm. Yeah. Most of the time, especially like right now, I am raising kids. Especially now that I'm raising kids, I would really, really, really want them to feed how I used to feed while I was a baby. Because like right now, you see,
Guys, let me take this opportunity again to welcome you back to my channel. My name is Bethel, and this is Travel and Food. And in today's video, we were talking about culture shock away from home. That feeling you get when you have traveled to a faraway distance, a faraway place, and you feel like uh, you are shocked with everything. You know, that's what we were talking about. And with me, I have my sister's Helen. He was trying to get me that experience. How uh, she miss home somehow. Helen, come up.
yeah. So like I was saying, especially because we are talking about food culture show. Especially the fact that we are talking about food culture shock. For me, up to now, I still feel like the food that we fed on while growing up was so much healthy, like the food we feed like right now. And especially now raising the kids, it has become so tough. And I always feel like I can carry my babies and take them to western part of Kenya so that they can just feed that food. Because we still have them. I still have my mom in the village, and I always experience it even when I go home. You see the meals, you feel how the food is very organic, but because most of the time, even at home, purchasing food, the chances of purchasing meals like vegetables is very low. Like ugali, you just get your maize from the farm. So most of the meals over there are so organic. But here in town, in urban areas, it is a bit tough because even babies, when they go to the shop, they come across so many things they want to taste. Each and everything they come across, the snacks and everything. So I think, and that one has really increased the chances of even babies developing diseases and infections at early age of life. So for me, I still have a feeling that if I could stay back in the village, it would be better. It is just the fact that most of the time situations make us be in town. But for me, growing my babies in the village, it will be ever the best feeling ever.
Uh, if I can ask you, Eden, what is the most weird food have you ever eaten before? The
Weird
most
food.
weird, yeah.
By then, let me tell you something funny. I came to know Indomie and these spaghetti things here in town, here in urban area.
Of course,
So
of
I
course, in
even adapting to cooking spaghetti, that is pasta in my home. I find it so weird. Now let us talk about even Indomie. That is the weird ever food. Things like okra, I just knew them here in town. I've never known them before. And personally, I think I've known so many things here. But for me, spaghetti, pasta, Indomie, those were the most weird foods I've come across. Very weird, because I've never grown knowing they exist.
okay. Have you ever tasted raw milk? Like the other day, we went to Masai and we were given milk, but I was like, can I take it or not? Because I believe they don't cook their milk; they just kamua and serve. Have
Raw, raw,
you
raw, raw,
ever?
no. Raw, like raw, no. But at home, we boil. But
Yes.
I would say yes at one point because what of mala? Because mala we don't boil. You just get from the cow and then you preserve it. Though we don't add things like lemon or maybe any other thing that will help in fermentation, they just ferment on their own. So that I think that one is the only raw I have ever tasted. But that like raw. No, what we do is after getting from the cow, we boil, and then now you can consume. At least there is
Okay.
that boiling process. In that rawness, there is that boiling process.
But okay, from where I come from, we boil and make mara. And the other place that I tasted milk, and I was like, it's not normal. It's Eldoret, and it's press that with the charcoal thing. You know
The mursik,
they
the mursik one.
mulsik, yes. I feel like that brag particles in that milk make me like okay.
Sorry,
I don't. Yeah, are you
I can hear you.
okay? Okay. Uh, Another thing that's I wanted to know from you, how do you prepare when traveling to a different place? Like if you are from Western, when you come to central part of Kenya, how do you prepare? Do you prepare your mentality that I'm going out and I'm going to get some weird food, kind of food, or how prepared are you when traveling?
I've never gotten stressed up while going back home. I've never gotten stressed up while traveling back home because I know very well that I'm going to get the best. But now when I'm coming back here, I always also get some weird feeling because when you go home even for 1 week, it feels like really you are home. So everything now becomes home. The food now, it feels like if you think, you can even feel, you can think of something and you feel it even in their absence. So like right now, I can just think of something like meat and I'm like, I don't think I want meat anymore like right now. So you can imagine I've been from Western side. I've been from Western side. Now I want to come back. I've been eating that chicken You know, Western, we are the home of chicken. I've been eating that organic chicken. And then when I just think of the chicken here, I just think of 15 minutes and the kit and the chicken is well boiled, and I'm like, where? I just get tired. So you feel like you just want to carry the whole chicken in
And
Western Kenya and come with them.
come with it. Yeah, we also experience that because even now, when I go back to home, uh, when I'm returning, they pack all sorts of foods on my pack. They give me maize, bananas, all kind of foods, even chicken. That's how homesick we become. Somehow we become. When you go
Mhm.
home, you want to pick and carry everything.
Yeah, like me, I remember last time my mother was asking me. No, my mother was telling my sister, you know, when Helen is here, you don't even need to ask her, what are you carrying? You pack everything that is available and then tell her, I've packed this and this and this and this and this. Is there anything else you need? Don't pack it. Don't send me sitting room. Let me sitting room, Mama. You know, so they know what I need. So they always say that we don't need they don't need to ask me what I need, what they need me to pack. They pack everything they see around, and then they will ask me later, what else? You know.
Yeah, I think mothers always know what we miss. Like if you go home and there's a season of maize, they know you'll want that gideri. They will pack you those young maize.
Yeah.
Be okay. Welcome to my live stream. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Am I up there or what? Because I can see. I'm looking. I'm looking at my computer too. I still see. It's Helen Okoye, ladies and gentlemen. Go to sleep, Helen.
If you go sleep.
No, I was just coming up because it was interesting to listen to Helen's perspective on certain things because I think we sometimes forget that culture shock can take place even in our own country. Because I know, like, for me, people don't think about the United States as being very vast, but the United States has a lot of different cultures existing in one spot. So even the difference between where I'm from in the north, where people eat like canned lutefisk that's been overly salted, to people in the south eating things like my grandparents ate, like chitlins, which is basically just entrails and stuff like that, is just very different. So even in your own country, you can have culture shock moments. So I think that's important to note. Are you guys able to hear me?
Yeah, we can get you very well.
Okay. I would just quickly, because I'm working, gonna say the one culture shock that really comes to me as somebody who travels is I was in the UK for work and I was in Scotland. And in the United States, when we say the word pickle, we mean pickle. We mean a cucumber that has been brined inside of vinegar and salt and things like that. That's when we say pickle, that's what we mean. But in so much of the rest of the world, pickle means all kinds of things. If you go to Russia, they have so many pickle things. They're pickling freaking sour, whatever they're pickling, they're calling that still a pickle. So it was confusing to me because I was ordering up a sandwich. Pretty common thing in the United States is if you order a sandwich is to ask for a pickle on the side or to get a pickle on the side. So I asked for a pickle because I'm thinking it's just going to be a regular cucumber. It was not. It was some carrot nonsense I had never seen before. But that's what, and when they brought it to me, I was like, where's the pickle? Because I'm looking for something green on the plate that looks like what I'm used to. And they were like, it's right there. And I'm like, right where? And they're like, right there. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I can see with my eyes, but I don't know what you're saying. And they pulled up the top of my sandwich and it was this crunchy carrot business. I was like, that is not
Okay.
a pickle.
Okay. How do you prepare when you were traveling to other places? How do you prepare? Do you research and to avoid that culture shock? Do you do your research or just go and meet it? Like,
I feel like for me, my main thing is when I'm traveling, let me put myself on lunch here at work so that they can know that I'm doing something. Honestly, I don't prepare. Even when I travel in my own country, because I feel like in doing so, then I go in there with preconceived ideas. I'm not available to just letting the experience just be what it is. Like if I research, whose research is that? Whose perspective is that? So when I start looking at other places that I want to go to, what are they telling me? Who are they? What was their culture? How much traveling have they done? It's just not, to me, it's not good information. The best information is me going into these places with a totally open mind and trying to have that experience myself, as opposed to listening to somebody else's idea about what kind of experience I'm going to have. Does that make sense?
yeah, it makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense. You know, I was reading somewhere, and someone was saying like before you go out, before you travel to a country or a place, you have to find out what's their food's like, what's the culture, what's the religion. You know, somehow the religion affects the way we feed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I definitely think that there's certain things. Now, obviously, as a female, I've done a lot of traveling by myself before I was married, throughout the world. And I think in those scenarios, am I still here? It just went black. Are we
Yes,
still
we
here?
hear you. We hear you. Be okay.
Oh, but you can't see me?
Yes.
Oh, weird. Oh, okay. Now I'm down here in the corner. Okay, so be it. No, but I think there are some things that are worth researching, right? As a woman traveling alone, you certainly want to research what some of the safety issues are, and you know what I'm saying, what their feelings are about women. You might want to know that, because you certainly don't want to be. I'm a person who likes to just experience a space and walk around and feel very comfortable inside of it. But you want to know what you're getting into. But in terms of hearing other people's ideas on what the food is like or whatever, I don't research that. I do research things like safety, because I think that's important when we're traveling. Because if you're traveling for pleasure or work, you don't want to wind up somewhere unexpectedly and have it turn out bad for you. So I do think you should research that, but I try not to research like places to eat. Does that make sense? Because I would like to stumble into places on my own as I'm just in my journey, as opposed to people telling me, oh, this is the best place to get this food. Because who are they? How did they arrive at that? I like to find that out myself, if that makes sense. So.
Will you try some
okra? No. Just kidding.
No, not okra. Not okra. I was
No, I actually have some okra right now.
I was saying, okay, like when you travel like to our neighbors here, Ethiopia. Ethiopia is our neighboring country, but they feed on raw meat. Can you try that?
Can I try
like
it?
a cow
Yes.
meat?
Will I try it?
Yeah,
no. Yeah. Can I? Yes. Will I do it? No. I mean, I think even when I went to England, per what you guys were talking about raw milk, some of their cheeses and stuff are unpasteurized. And I come from the US. We pasteurize our stuff, so I can't. Your stomach and your system isn't made to tolerate those types of bacteria being introduced without. I mean, you can do it if you want to spend the rest of your trip on the toilet, but are uncomfortable. And I don't want to do that when I travel. So like even when I was in the UK, I was very careful about the types of raw vegetables even that I ate, because their vegetables are different. How they treat their vegetables, how they water their vegetables is different than what I'm used to in the US. So those are things you do have to be aware of when you're traveling. And some countries more so than others. There are places in the developing world, and I say developing world as a person from the United States, right? But there are places even in the United States where, you know, I can't drink the water because it's different water than what I'm used to. If you go to the South, they tell you, if you're from the North, to not really be messing around with that there water because it's different. It has different properties than the water I'm used to. And you don't want to drink it and introduce something that your body hasn't prepared for. Does that make sense? So I keep saying, does that make sense? Because that's just me. Helen probably is. Helen is probably like, I am talking too fast. I already know she thinks this. I know she thinks this.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Guys, today in today's video, we were talking about food culture and how well do you prepare when you travel outside of your comfort zone. For that, I mean traveling out of your home country or from a specific area where you are used to a new place. How well are you prepared, and how are you dealing with this food culture thing? In my country, POK, some tribes eat animal blood, like the Maasai. They eat insects, some insects. So if you come to Kenya, I'm going to feed you insects.
No, you will not be feeding me insects, but you could try. But you'll have to arm wrestle me for that. No.
The other day I was talking with Kanini Kanene. We were talking about food culture. What she said, I can eat anything I see people eat, even if it's edible.
Okay.
I eat.
No.
I cannot. Mm-mm. I think it depends though, because I mean, the thing I will say this is, see, I have never, even my grandmother and my mother, right? Different from different generations than I am. My mother was raised in a 2-room house with 14 people in the middle of the South. You know what I'm saying? Her experience was very different than mine. So the sorts of things that even my own mother ate, she ate out of necessity. My grandfather was a sharecropper, and whatever they had, that's what they ate. So she did eat a lot of pig's feet and things that I don't eat. So I think part of like having a maybe more expansive diet is necessity. In some parts of the world, how people are getting protein means that they have to include some stuff that I don't necessarily have to include, but they have to include it to get the protein. So for me, it's easy for me to say I wouldn't eat it, but that's because I've never been hungry. I've been blessed enough to never be hungry. But I do know that there are people in my family, you know, especially from other generations, that ate what they had to eat because that's what they got. In the United States, during the time of my grandmother and whatnot, a lot of them worked in kitchens for white people. And one of the ways that they were fed is whatever was left over. So when they killed a cow, when they killed a sheep or whatever was left over, whatever the meat was that they did not want to eat, that's what we got. So some people in my family who are older are used to eating certain things that are just cuts of meat that I have never had to eat. I've never had to eat the entrails. I've never had to eat a foot. Because I can go to the grocery store and get whatever I want. You know what I'm saying? But I think that's the thing, is sometimes people are eating stuff because it's what's available. So I might be willing to eat anything if I was hungry enough. If I'm hungry enough, you know, I might eat a bug. I might eat a bug. I might eat a snake if I had to. Maybe. Don't make that face, Helen. Helen will eat a snake for sure. Helen will be the person out here stomping snakes and trying to figure out how to season them up. Helen will eat a snake for sure. Don't let Helen fool you. Seriously.
Another thing, religion. How does religion affect the way you eat or the way you feel?
Well, I'm not an incredibly religious person. I am a person who believes in things, but I do not necessarily consider myself religious in any way. But I will definitely say that obviously some cultures, there's things that, people aren't eating. Within my own family, we have people that identify as Muslim, and they do not, obviously get down on the bacon and the whatnot, or any sort of pig product. So there's that. For me, nothing about my spirituality tells me what I can and cannot eat. If anything, I find it difficult to eat things that I have made friends with, which is probably why I would never be a farmer. Because once I made friends with the animal, I would have a really, really hard time trying to eat it because I try not to eat my friends. So that would be hard for me. But otherwise, I don't have any issues with that. I don't have anything telling me what I can and cannot eat.
Okay. JD is saying I'm on my way from work. Pass music in case I miss something. Okay, she's from work going back home. She was supposed to be here, and I think she's following.
Sorry, let me say something concerning what Bioke says. I always say, if I come to a place, Bioke, you prepare something and it is delicious. I eat it without you telling me this is what we are having. Like I trust you. I've come to visit your place. You have cooked a meal and you have brought the meal to the dining table and you are eating, and I'm there and I've tasted that meal and I feel, oh, it is delicious. So as long as you have told me this is a frog we are eating, I will eat. But don't mention we were eating a frog, because the worst will happen. So I think that is one of the things that makes me fear trying out new things, because you just try, you hear that there are people who eat snakes, frogs, and all those things, and you're like, I don't think I can do that. But I feel like if you go somewhere that they have already prepared the meal, without them telling you this is what you have prepared, you'll just automatically eat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I come from a region where Muslim is a majority, as in the population is Muslim, and they don't just eat, because even if it's meat, they have to prepare it themselves before they can eat, right? So, like somebody from up country, when they come here, they just eat. But Muslims going out there, they will not eat, especially meat or chicken or anything like that. So religion somehow affects the way people interact with food somehow.
Yeah. It's funny when Helen was talking, it reminded me of what it was like growing up with my grandpa. My grandpa was a hunter and a fisher, and just from the old country. He's from the old school of doing things. And you would walk into my grandma's kitchen and my grandpa would be cooking and it would smell delicious, right? But it could be anything. It could be squirrel. My grandpa would cook turtle. He didn't care. He would just eat it if it was meat. If it moved, my grandpa would kill it and eat it. That's the kind of man he was, okay? And you would be fine as long as you didn't ask him what it is. And sometimes we would all take a risk at least once, because you'd come in the kitchen and it would smell so good and you would just want to try some. And then you would eat it and then you would ask and you'd realize that you had just ate some turtle or a squirrel or some critter from somewhere, because that's how Grandpa got down. But what Helen is saying is true. Sometimes I think our ideas are like, oh, I wouldn't eat that. But then if somebody served it to you, it's actually pretty good, but you really don't want to know what it is.
Yeah.
Like, don't tell me what it is now. Yeah.
And also the way you are saying sometimes you I think you said the point that you said something like, I don't know, something food enough for you to be hungry or something. I don't know how to put it the right way, but you said something like that. You know, another thing that has really contributed so much for me into culture shock, especially when it comes to food. It's also the state that how will I say, the financial state that we grew in.
Yes.
So
Yes.
the family that we were brought in. Let me tell you, I always tell people this thing, and then they feel like you are lying to us. So I came from Western side in 2014 September because I was coming here to join school and all that. So do you believe at my 18 years, that is the first day, that is the first time, and it is not that exactly that day. After around 2 to 3 months, that is the first time I ever tasted an apple. Not even tasting, seeing it physically. So for me, in my head, I only know A for apple. That is it. We learn in school A for apple, B for boy. That is what I know, and that is what I've ever stick with it. So you just hear people, you know, you have to eat apple. They are very nutritious, and all like, okay, what is this apple? So personally, I have grown up knowing some foods are not for everybody. There is a class of people that are supposed to eat such meals and all that. And I remember 2018, after school now, after my 3 years course in college, I went to live with my aunt. May her soul rest in peace. And you see the type of life they are eating. And that is why I was talking to, was it Mary's Health or it was on my live stream? And I was trying to tell Mary's Health, I think it's Mary's Health. I was trying to tell her, you know, I still have an issue with what is a hot dog, what is a burger, you know. She was like, okay, what do you mean? What do you mean? You make recipes in your kitchen and all that. And I was like, you know what? Most of the recipes that I make, something funny. I'm that person who has grown up wanting, you know, because we are used to cooking. We have started cooking even at our 4 years, 5 years from the village. So I grew up with that passion. But the only meals that you are used to cooking, the village meals, the banana, you know, the maybe sweet potatoes, the arrowroot, those common village, the affordable few meals, and mostly they are direct from the farm. So now you come to town, you see someone has a tray of eggs in their house, and you are like, yo, because you know, at home, as much as you are rearing the eggs, but these eggs were also a source of finance, because I think travel and food will know, like here in Kenya, all days you could have egg and then you exchange with egg with like maybe you go buy sugar. So you have, there is that specific amount of eggs, like five, you have been told with the 5 eggs you'll get a quarter a sugar. So this egg,
It's known as barter
yes,
trade.
it is like
Barter trade, where exchange goods
So far.
instead of
Yeah.
yes.
cash.
So you
Crazy.
have the
Yeah.
egg, but you cannot even eat them, because if you eat them tomorrow, you
You
might
can't.
not be able to drink tea because you don't have sugar.
If you
Yes.
like sugar.
So if you have the eggs there for exchange, so you end up, you are like, okay, so people eat eggs, and sometimes you find like maybe now that just day you are given like 3 eggs or 4 eggs. Let me say a maximum of like 5 eggs. And these 5 eggs, you are like for us, our family, we were born 8. We are 8 of us now, plus dad and mom, so we are 10. So these 5 eggs, you people have to cook and divide them among yourselves. You know. So I think also that one, the financial state or that you have grown into has also, personally for me, has really affected me in a big way. And that is why you find that most of the time you might even end up not getting to get the things you would want to get, thing like testing things and out there, like you see someone say burger and you feel like for me sometimes if someone mentions things like burger, I feel like think that is luxury, hot dogs, I feel that is luxury. So I'm like, okay, it's fine, you have them because you feel like, but for me I won't like even sit down and say like I'm craving for burger, I'm craving, because these are things that have not been brought up eating them. And unfortunately, I've never even tested them, even as we are talking like right now. I just see
That's
them
crazy.
on videos, and I was trying and I was telling Mary, I feel like I want to do a recipe of this. So I was like saying, I saw BOK make a very simple recipe of one. So I was trying to collect several recipes to see which one is simple so that I can come up with it. So for me, I feel like also that one, the steps you grow in affects so much. Me
Yeah.
telling people that I knew an apple in 2014, it feels like, it's like you are lying to us, but that is the reality. And you need to accept how the situation is.
Yes, yes. Well, mostly kids in Africa don't have that privilege of going out there and interacting with a lot of things. And it's true, like what Erin has said, most of us uh, met Apple when we are as adults, like
That's
now.
crazy.
Okay, our kids now today can eat apples, but for us, our
Never.
generation, that was a
Yes.
dream. And like I had a friend who doesn't eat hot dog simply because there's dough in that. Like I hate hot dog.
I love it. I love it.
Oh no!
I love it. But that makes sense though to a certain degree because
So
how is language
yeah,
it's either literal in some ways or like the English language has so much space inside of it for interpretation and how we use it.
yes,
That's
yes,
actually what I went to school for. I'm an English major. That's what I went for. And I right away when I'm learning about other people's languages, I'm always like, man, English is crazy because we use it so the language is so open. It's got a lot of just possible interpretations for one word. It can be interpreted 1,000 different ways depending on how you're using it and who's using it. So I feel like, yeah, I can hear how he might be like, oh, no, not on that hot dog. Y'all not gonna get me over here with that hot dog. That's funny. Yeah.
yeah.
It was making me think when Helen was talking, it was making me think about my mom growing up and her telling me because there was so many people there. And as a child, especially there were people that were working in farms. So they got, like my grandma, my grandpa, and her older brothers and sisters. So she was like, I was like full grown before I tasted meat. Because when they would make something that had meat in it, like Helen was saying with the eggs, there was only so much meat. And if you were a younger child, you wasn't going to get that meat because people who were working were going to get the meat. So I feel like when I would hear my mom tell me these stories or my aunts and uncles and stuff, it's so different because the way I was raised and how I was born into a middle-class family where every meal I eat has meat in it. Sometimes we eat like 6 meats. And my husband's half Nigerian, so we always make a joke. I'm always like, baby, I'm making you 3 meat tonight. We got 3 meat because we're so in a different position than even my mother was. It's just I've never not known what an apple tasted like. I mean, I've had access to things to eat my entire life and blessings still am able to do that now. But I recognize that even in my own family, just one generation removed from me, that was not the case. My mother probably didn't know what certain exotic things tasted like because she had not been exposed to them. She wouldn't have been. She was in a farm village somewhere in frickin' Tennessee. She would not have known what a kiwi tasted like. Do you know what I'm saying? I think when I had a kiwi for the very first time, I was 7 years old. And I think it was my mom's first time having a kiwi too. Like, I think there are certain things that you're saying that are accurate, because what Helen is saying is, yeah, what is the economic situation? Because food does follow the finances. If you're somebody who's a well-off country or you're a well-off household, you're going to have a way more varied, you know, set of foods that you're eating. You're going to have a variety of things. But if you're somebody who does not have that same sort of financial stability, your food is going to be different. You might be just eating rice and beans. You might just be eating fish. You might just be eating these sorts of things. You might not be like, I'm having steak and hot dogs and hamburgers and pizza. And because all those things take more resources, right? Like, how many eggs do you got to trade just to get enough to make a pizza? I don't know. This sounds like a lot of eggs to me. You know, to get the flour and get some cheese and get all these things. So it is crazy to think about that as an American, because I don't think about those things as being hard to procure. But when I hear other people now talk to me, like even Miri was saying to me that just trying to get cheese in Kenya was a complicated situation. And I'm like, what? Like, I'll go in the refrigerator right now. We got like 7 types of cheese in there. Like, and they're not expensive. It's not expensive for us. Cheese is a very...
No, the problem is the culture with us. We don't use a lot of cheese, so you can get this in some specific supermarket around the city, but back home, the village, you can't get that, right?
Like,
so you guys don't make cheese at all?
And
you don't make cheese at all? Like, because I know I see goats, I see things that you could make cheese with, but you guys just don't make cheese.
Probably, I think.
Yeah, okay.
Probably for me, I think like things like cheese are for. I don't know. I really don't, because I really don't know how to explain it. But let me tell you, even me knowing cheese, I just knew it while on recipes, like online, just googling. Okay, there is something called cheese. Yeah, we are good to go. And then someone tells me like, cheese is what is makes pizza, and I'm like, yo, you know what? I've never even tasted that pizza you're talking about. I tasted my first pizza last year, courtesy of Mary's Health Kitchen. Mary's Health Kitchen always feels like, Helen, I need to sit you down and tell you this and this and this. So I think I tasted my first cheese. And I think that, like I had said before, these things have made us even not admire things like cheese. I've never sat down and thought of like, I need to have cheese, because this is something that feels like it is new to you. So, and I remember even when I have a video on it, when I was doing my first ever pizza testing, I was like, is this the same thing that ladies carry on Tuesdays? Because Tuesdays it's like there is an offer. They carry, and you feel like it's like, you see the way they carry on the roads, and you're like, oh my God. So is it like I'm the old-fashioned one? And I'm like, so when I tested that thing, and I'm like, okay, what is the beauty of this thing? I don't feel it. I don't see it. I'm like, yo, I'm raising my hands high up. So I think it's also a factor. You get to that point where you don't even have, you don't even feel like you want it. Because for literally like cheese, me, I just knew cheese the other day, and it is not so much in Kenya. And if you go check the price of cheese, someone like me is those by then, let me tell you, there are specific areas in supermarkets I don't even go. And I the other day someone was telling me, you know, Helen, you are making a mistake. And the reason why, you know, sometimes even these things have an offer, because also the mentality. I already have that mentality that I can't afford that thing. I can't go like checking the price of olive oil, because I literally know olive oil is very expensive. I know cheese is expensive. So I don't even go to that section. I just go to my section, I check my thing, and then I leave. So mentality also contributes highly to food culture, because you get stuck with what you have been raised knowing or eating. So even getting the mindset now to change, oh, I need to try out this, you feel like it is just something weird. You are okay with what you are used to. So you get so stuck in one place and you don't want to try out any other thing.
Yeah. Like you said, culture also affects the way we eat because, like you said, cheese. We always make it at home. Like now, if I have a milk, I can just create a cream and use it in place of
Yeah.
cheese. So, and it's fresh. So you can't. There's no way you can convince a mother from the village like cheese better than cream. You know. So it affects across Kenya. Mostly uh, people who have money and those people doesn't have. So that there's that gap in
Yeah.
between.
Let me
Yeah.
say one quick thing if you don't mind. First off, because I've got to go back to work. I was on my lunch break for a second.
Okay.
I just want to first say welcome back, Travel&Foodz. Really, I missed you. So I am glad that you are back. Thank you so much for bringing me up. I had a really good time. I always love to be able to mess with Helen. When I can look at me, Helen, I'm giving you the eye. And I will say that in closing on this conversation, I think there's some really good takeaways. And I hope whoever's watching the replay or watching in the background is getting that. Because not only is food different across cultures, as we're learning right now, but even across generations. Because again, I think that one of the reasons that my mother worked so hard to make sure that I have a vast understanding of food is because she didn't. She grew up struggling to be able to get a piece of meat. So I feel like for her, it was so important for my brother and I to not have that. Do you know what I mean? So throughout my life, it's not been a thing because I think it was so important for my mother for it not to be. And so I think she did whatever she had to do to make sure that we were in a different position. And I'm thankful and blessed because of that. That is a gift from God that he gave my mother and that my brother and I still reap the benefits of because it was something that she didn't have, but she gave us. So I really think, yeah, it's been an interesting conversation. I'm still going to be listening in the background as I work. But I just wanted to say thank you again and welcome back, Travel&Foodz. And yeah, don't stay gone for long. We miss you when you're gone, dude. We miss you when you're gone.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having us here. We enjoyed your
Yeah,
presence.
yeah,
We
so
thank you so
much.
much.
Thank you
I
guys.
Yeah.
always love having Bioke around because I always tell her on my live stream, she's just that person who give you a safe space to be and you just enjoy the vibes around her. So I'm always happy having the conversation. And I also felt like I wish we can have such conversation.
The look that Helen gives her kids is hilarious, right? Helen would be like, really? I love it. She's so beautiful. Helen is just so beautiful. Her smile, everything about her is just beautiful.
Yeah, so
I was telling her it's normal. It's normal to have babies cry around us because we are parents and we can't avoid that. There's no way.
so I was telling
Yes.
Bioke that I would really wish to have such conversation. You know, I was talking to Mary's Health the other day, and there is a project we are trying. I was trying to talk to her about a particular project I'm trying to come up with concerning the collabo you were talking about, BOK. So I feel like I need to come up with something. If I can just give you a clue, like we can go live stream and we decide today we are making lunch. So we get that streamers that we can accommodate the three of us or the four of us on the panel, but each and every individual is on their panel.
I'm in. I'm in. I'm
You
in.
know, each and
Like,
everyone,
I'm
bring me
in.
in. I love that. I love that
each and
idea.
everyone is on their own
Yeah.
channel. Their channel is active, so someone can choose to watch BOK on her channel, Helen on my channel, and someone else on their channel. You know, so we decide today we are making breakfast. So we are not choosing what you are making because we want to see. At one point, we are also learning what does BOK have for breakfast. What does Helen call breakfast? What does someone else call breakfast? You see. So we prepare and we say that this breakfast we are doing it in a span of 30 minutes. So at least make sure if you have some other dishes around, you prepare them before now we start the main dish.
Mhm.
So we share and talk, but the live stream just it's for 2 hours. So probably like cooking for 1 hour and then maybe in conversation in between. And then the last 30 minutes we can grab a plate and we share what do you think
I
of
like
my
that.
breakfast? What does the other one? What does the other one? So I'm trying to come up with something, but now in the kitchen. So yeah, I would really want us to share more a lot.
I'm ready. I'm ready. You let me know and I'm
That's a
there.
that's a great
And if
idea.
yeah,
That's
if
a
Mm,
there's
very good
anything I
idea,
can
Tanganya.
do, you
Yes,
guys
yes.
just let me know because I
yeah,
love everything about that. But I'm gonna
yeah,
pop off. I will still be watching you guys on the camera on the computer, but I'm gonna pop off and everybody have a good rest of their weekend if I don't see you guys again, okay?
yeah.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah, so we
Then
are back again.
back
Mm,
to us. I was planning to have a 1 hour and 30 minutes live stream, and
yeah,
I think we are beyond 1 hour 30 minutes.
yeah.
It was a very nice conversation that we have. Uh, I think we'll
Okay.
wind up as we plan for our next move.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Like when you are telling me, just like I was telling you, we had talked earlier. I always fear having conversations, especially, or like if it is my own channel, I can keep muting and unmuting to accommodate the babies. But I always respect a lot people's channel. As much as you understand, you are a parent, you are a daughter, a son, and someone else, you understand the baby chronicles and all that. But I always feel like when I come to your channel, I have to respect it. And then I have to be at least in a cool environment so that I don't keep, like you see the way I've been muting and muting. I always feel like it is not really so nice. But I feel it's a good conversation, especially for someone like me. I'm indoors. I'm just here with the babies. So sometimes even the mind overthinking, like right now when we are talking, you are asking me a question, I try to think of something. It is also medicine to my mind
yeah, yeah. We
because I'm
give that
trying to make
interaction.
it think. And like
Okay.
I would just be in this space. What I know is wake up, wash babies, wash utensils, cook food, give babies, make them bed, go to bed. So it gives that mindset of opening up. And you just have this good conversation, like you have heard from BOK, heard from you. Unfortunately, and Arm's internet has been a problem, but I feel healthy right now. I feel like it is now morning. I want to start my day. I am very productive. Bring the jobs I do.
Okay, it was nice to have you, and you are just such a vibe,
Thank you.
very vibe. Sijui kama nani amefika nyumbani. Ngona Chedi yako kwa matatu
Proba-
anakuja home.
Probably at a take time because umejua pia the Nairobi matatus are not predictable.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
With the
Kuna hiyo
jam in between
hiyo jam.
Muthaiga and whatever, yeah, because he has to go to up to Kasarani. So I don't think he's home yet.
Okay, okay. So I wanted to have a conversation with you, and system yake imekataa, but
Mm.
ameonekana nafurahi. I'm happy.
Even when I was in the kitchen, I wanted to send you a message to ask you. You never gave me like a proper, because the last time I gave you the last conversation, I had told you about Saturday. So before I send a message, I was like, let me just cross check the YouTube to see, because I know you go live stream at around 6 to 7 Kenyan time. So I was like, let me just cross check your channel to see are you live or you are not live. And then I saw you live. So I was like, let me just try my best, even if it is 10 minutes, and then yeah, at least we call it a day.
Yeah, we have had a nice conversation. It's
Yeah.
you know, it's good. We learn, we talk, and we learn, and we move on. It's okay. Uh, like I said, I plan to have for a 1 hour 30 minutes conversation. We are at 1 hour 40 minutes. I
It
think.
goes even sometimes to 3 hours. Don't you ever run with time. Don't you ever even budget with time. But then don't you ever budget with time. I see like the conversation I was holding earlier with the host. I have a co-host. So you tell someone we will go for 2 hours, and then you have a conversation 2 hours. People are even asking questions. So you have not even started now. You are talking, and you just find the good thing is that you find the conversation is flowing, the chat is
Yeah,
active, everything
yeah,
is okay. So you don't even feel tired, or maybe unless you have an emergency and everything. So you need to get used to that. As much as you have started a segment of hosting, even if it is twice, like BOK said, welcome back. Even if it is twice weekly or maybe just once, like it started. Don't you ever set your mindset to be 1 hour 30 minutes. It's a lie. Add one extra hour on top.
and I'm sorry, I'm calling you and Helen. I'm
Yes.
learning. I'm not used to this kind of things, but I'm happy I have you as my support system. You keep on supporting us. I know in the future I'll be there. I'll be there soon.
Yeah, true. We need to also carry each other. Like we said, one thing I know in this white stick, you cannot stand on your own. You only need just 2 to 3 people who can be there to support you. One, don't go with the crowd. Two, don't be alone. You just need 1 or 2 people to support you. Don't go with the crowd. Don't be alone. You cannot by yourself. We need people around us. We need people to come through for us to support each other. So I try to learn, and Blessed Life Journey keeps telling me that Helen, try do even if it is horizontal skills, because now you are a monetized house. Even if you get that one person, this one person will choose to support you fully. They come across the ads, they will watch the ads fully. They come across anything to support you, they will support you fully. And like if you decide to go with the crowd, someone will come say hi, no longer there. They left long time ago. They said hi. You are even there saying, hi, travel and food. How was your morning? He's not there. So unlike that one person who will come and stay, and you sit there, and then the next day, I also, someone supported me, I also need to support. And also one thing is just I love saying that expectations lower. Let us lower our expectations and just go ahead, do content, do our live streams, and post here and there. We play our part, we leave the rest to God.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. About the expectation, I know some people, some good friend of mine have given up on YT. They say they thought they get there on instant, but it's not forthcoming. They have
Yeah,
given up.
true.
But I think the community we build around us keeps encouraging us, like you do, like the way Goga do.
Yeah,
It makes us move. Okay.
yeah. So we just keep moving, and once again, welcome back. In case of maybe next time, let me be that guest who pops in and out. That's like not a specific guest. Today I'm hosting Helen, especially when
Yeah,
it
yeah.
is weekdays. But if it is Saturdays, especially from afternoon, if I'm not live streaming on my channel, I am very free to join panel, because I have the dad who will be there with the babies, and also my sister is around. The fact that she's just trying to do some small business out there to keep up. So, but you see on Saturdays afternoon, they are available. That is when they are on rest. And Sundays also after church, I am available.
Okay, for today, I think we can end our live stream here, and
Yeah.
I will plan for another day so that we can continue our conversation. Let me leave you to handle those kids. I think they need their time uh, by now.
Yeah, it is just about they love camera a lot, so they always want to be on screen all the time.
Oh, okay.
But who is their dad? Yeah, so you also have to respect everything and all that. So thank you so much. It was a nice conversation. We have had some good time. Be okay. Thank you so much for joining the panel. And Maura, we appreciate you. So thank you so much. Allow me to end there so that I can check and settle their needs.
Thank you so much, Ellen, for accepting to come up and accompany me. Thank you and have a very nice night.
Same to you. Bye.
Bye. Guys, up to here, I guess we are going to end our live stream. It was such a productive talk. We have learned so much from my guests, and I hope you'll be you'll be encouraged. You can, if you are coming up now, you can go back to the live stream and watch it. It was a nice conversation with my guests. Uh, Remember, guys, I'm Bethel, and this is Travel and Food. And going forward, we'll be having this kind of conversation with different guests. And I'll take the opportunity to welcome you. And if you are new, you can take a moment or two to subscribe. And also, don't forget to like this live stream. Up to here, guys. Let me end it here. It was nice having you, and goodbye and have a good night.